Welcome to this week's episode of The Sprout. I am super excited to sit down with TAT, or Terrence Taylor, but I'm sure everybody knows him by TAT. He wears many hats in our community, and he's here to talk to us about Essential Skills, which is a class and a program offered within the Enrich program out at Richland Community College. So Tat, thank you for coming on the show. I am so excited to talk with you again. I feel like our paths cross a lot.
Interconnected.
And it always enriches, no pun intended, my life. It really does.
What you did there.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was nice. You tied it together. It's true. Like every time we connect, it's been great conversation. And thank you for having me.
You are welcome. You know, for the people who don't know you, which it's hard for me to believe people don't know you in the community.
There's a few people out there that lives on the rocks.
Can you?
See,
you don't know. You need to know.
Yes.
Anyways,
absolutely.
Can you introduce yourself?
Absolutely.
And a little bit of your history in the community and what your role is out at Richland.
Yes. So my name is TAT. Well, Terrence TAT Taylor is just my initials. I don't have any tattoos. People were like, man, you must have a bunch of tattoos. 0 tattoos, just my initials. Born and raised here in Decatur.
Okay.
D-Town where I stay now.
Hey.
Yeah, you feel me? And I've always been a people person. So everything that I've done thus far has been about community, communication, education, and entertainment. So my background is in broadcasting, so radio broadcasting. Started when I was 15 at Matches 1050.
15?
I was 15 when I started my career. Yeah.
That's impressive. In high school out there doing it.
In high school, over there running the boards behind the scenes. I wasn't on the mic yet, so I was doing a lot of behind the scenes work. Started at 15 on the Hits and Oldies station, moved to the hip hop station, Hot 105.5. Now I'm on Y103, Top 40 station. But yeah, that's my base and my background. I always wanted to be what I didn't see growing up here in Decatur. I didn't see a lot of young Black entrepreneurs or community members outside of like the Black church. Yeah, that was about it. So I needed to be what I needed when I was younger. So I became that.
Okay.
That community dude, you know.
I love that, number one, that you decided to pioneer a way into that.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, I can't imagine the struggle or the challenges along the way with not having that yourself.
Absolutely. That was the main thing, was trying to figure out how to do it when there wasn't a blueprint before I did it. You know, as far as being actively involved within the community and not seeing myself in the community, in these places and spaces that were always available, but I just didn't see individuals taking the initiative to get involved. So I would just show up to community meetings, you know. I would just show up.
I love that so much.
And I was, you know, in my early 20s, showing up to these open community forums and introducing myself. I always wanted my name to be a brand. I didn't want to just be TAT from the radio station or TAT. I didn't want to be in a box. I wanted my name to hold weight and for it to bring a smile to people's faces and know that it meant community and connection, education and entertainment. So
I love the presence that you carry, because I know the multiple times that we've crossed paths, it definitely is just who you are.
Yeah.
Right? Whether you believe me or not, he carries this much energy and joy, even off the camera.
My students like, dude, how long have you been up this morning? Where's the energy coming from? And that's something that I was intentional and deliberate about as I made my way through the community and as a profession, was to give or show people that it's okay to be yourself.
Right.
That it's cool to be you. That you didn't have to pretend to be something or someone that you're not. You don't have to put on a facade. You don't have to try to fit in. If they don't invite you to the table, you make your own table and chairs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's one of the things that I am definitely proud that I grew up in a family and in a community that allowed me to be myself. And, turn my passions into my profession.
That's incredible. Now, walk us through, you started heavily in the entertainment, and I know you still are, but there has been a shift into the education side as well with your role at Richland.
Yes.
And that is an essential skills facilitator?
Absolutely. Look, you got it right.
Okay. I was making sure it was a facilitator. I didn't know if you're a professor, teacher, what?
I am a professor.
Oh, okay.
So
Professor TAT.
Yeah, Professor TAT, which is, I would have never thought that.
Right,
I would have never thought I'll be like in a classroom.
All the hats, man.
All the hats. And that was something that my wife had brought up to me years ago before I got into education. Like, you should be a teacher. Like, deal with people and kids and young folks and old folks and folks in general. Like, I'm not a teacher. I don't want to be no teacher, man. But my path led me to that. So I started working for the school district. So for DPS 61, that's where I started my educational career as a family support coordinator. So I was the bridge between the schools and the families, and I provided them with resources. So when the families needed shelter or if they needed food or clothing, I was the point man to get them connected to the many resources we have here.
We have a lot.
We have a lot of
We
resources.
do have a lot. And I think just the awareness of it isn't there.
No, it's not. It's one of those things that you have to have advocates and you have to have individuals who are actively and intentionally and deliberately given the information.
Yeah.
And in my role, it was beneficial for me being just a young African-American male to go into the places and spaces where a lot of people would be defensive.
Oh, yeah.
So I could go into the homes and break that stereotype. And a lot of people that needed help didn't even know or knew how to ask for the help. So, with me already establishing a name for myself in radio broadcasting, TAT, when I would make home visits and stuff, it was easier for me to connect with, oh, TAT, what's going on?
Right.
Yeah, so we can
you've already established that name and that presence in the community.
Yeah, so it made my job easier. And during that time, that's when Reverend Courtney Carson was on the board for DPS 61. And we had crossed paths many a times before, here and there, and we were cordial. And I remember I went to a MacArthur basketball game, and he was there, and we spoke for a minute. He said he was working on a project at Richland.
Okay.
And he's like, dude, you're really good with people. Your energy is infectious, and I think that you will be great for what I'm building at Richland. I was like, okay, cool, man. I get conversations like that with a lot of people, and it usually doesn't go anywhere. I didn't hear from him for like 3 months, for like an entire summer.
Okay.
And then, sure enough, that August, he had reached out to me and said, it's a done deal. I want you to come and work with me. I'm building something called Enrich. I would love for you to be an Essential Skills Facilitator. I said, what is that?
Right.
What are you talking about, buddy? And then I was his first hire for the Enrich program. So it was me and him for a couple of years, and then we just expanded from there. And it was something that already had caught my interest because it was, once again, intentionally and deliberately reaching out to individuals that were deemed the people that you wouldn't hire for a job. You know, those with a past, convicted felons, non-violent offenses, those who were looked over in our community who could bring something to a job, who were ready for that second chance, and just not giving it. So with Essential Skills, it's basically connecting the technical skills and the essential skills, those things that people would deem common sense. And I always got to tell people, common sense isn't common. Yeah. And you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So we, in my background, as far as education is, I've been trained in trauma-informed and trauma practices.
Okay.
So a lot of that weeds into the essential skills, you know.
Yeah, so walk us through that a bit. You know, I hear a lot about essential skills, And, we've worked with Richland on a few things, so I've gotten to see behind the curtain of what that actually means.
Yes.
I've had a lot of questions with Essential Skills. You said that you're teaching them a lot of common sense. So let's start there. What does that look like?
Well, the first things first is the Essential Skills itself, the curriculum, which all of this is created by Reverend Courtney Carson.
Okay.
His story is similar to mine, that he created something that he needed during the time when he needed it.
Right.
When he was transitioning to become who he is today, this didn't exist. And there was no advocates, not many advocates who were vouching for him and his redemption,
right,
and to becoming who he is today. So he was already doing this with the Urban League years prior to coming over to Richland. And the first thing that we utilize is the circle of courage. And the first thing in that is belonging. So it is part of our curriculum, the sense of belonging, that you belong here, that you deserve to be here, that we are here for the benefit and betterment of you and your situation, for you to be self-sufficient, for you to no longer partake in the things that got you in trouble in the first place, or get you into a place and space where you move outside of. A lot of people that we deal with are working in fields that they felt they needed to work in out of survival.
Right.
Now we're giving them an opportunity to do what they actually wanted to do, and give them the tools for success to get there. You know, so first thing first is the belonging, then the independence, then the mastery, then the generosity. That's the circle of courage. That's embedded into Essential Skills. So when I say common sense, is we teach people how to not judge and not to project onto other people what it is that they've been through, haven't been through. So it's the small things that, I may have been taught how to conduct myself in public, and, but a lot of people don't, there's different upbringings.
Oh my goodness. I feel like, as you're explaining that, most people need that.
Everybody
most
needs
people
it.
need that circle.
Yes.
Whether, I understand within the Enrich program, being able to really target the underserved or the looked over or the minorities or the different things.
Yep.
But I feel like really anybody and everybody can practice or kind of dig a little deeper.
Absolutely.
Because to be successful, it shouldn't just be about your output, but about who you are as a human being.
Yes, that's why we combine the technical with the soft skills. Is because, we can teach you all day of how to drive a semi-truck or how to install solar panels with seizure and with healthcare.
Yeah.
But for you to progress and thrive in what it is that you are trying to do as a profession, a lot of times as human beings, we don't face our demons. Like there's some things that we have not, we didn't know that was a trigger or a trauma that's been holding us back. And a lot of individuals will wonder why they haven't progressed in certain fields or in the place and space, and it's because of undealt with trauma.
Right.
So even in class, a part of our curriculum is we trigger our students, We get them to the point where they're triggered, but we teach them how to self-reflect and bring it back.
Okay.
Because what are you going to do? Cuss out your supervisor every time you get upset and then lose your job every single time?
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to teach you how to regulate your emotions and how to actually conduct yourself on and off the job, how to communicate properly and effectively, how to show up on time. Like to be early is to be on time is to be late. We have the whole program structured as a job, so they're prepared when they get into these places and spaces with individuals who aren't trained facilitators like ourselves.
Right. aren't really going to walk them through that.
I'm going to walk you through.
They're already expecting certain things from you.
And that's been the bread and butter. Essential Skills has been the bread and butter of the Enrich program as a whole, because that's what the employers are looking for.
Yeah.
They're looking for not only the technical skills, but we need people who are emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. You don't want to be on the job and people don't show up or don't show up on time.
Or get triggered from getting
anything
critiqued and internalizing it because they were never, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. So I worked at Starbucks for about 10 years.
Yeah.
And I was a learning coach there. I trained dozens of baristas.
Oh, I know that. I know you got some stories.
Oh, I do. But I'm just saying, I wish they would have gone through Essential Skills.
Yes. Because when they get on the job, I need you to be ready.
Well, and not just ready, but like you said, not everybody has had an opportunity to be taught or seen good work ethic.
Absolutely.
To be taught or seen respect and manners. To be taught or seen self-regulation around, if I'm a learning coach and I'm coming alongside to correct you,
again, defensive?
That isn't
I'm not being disrespectful.
I'm not talking about you as a human being, but there's right, exactly. I'm seeing the connection between the practical skills, but really the intangible that you're trying your best to set them up so that they can have probably sustainability within the jobs that they have.
Yes.
So not just within the workforce, you don't have gaps, but within their own life, hopefully breaking some of those patterns.
And that's what we,
Oh,
you got it, girl. I'm done. You said all that needs to be said. It is that. It's the teaching what hasn't been taught and leading by example. We have certain practices within class that a lot of people just aren't used to, from even your attire, we have a point system. We have one-on-ones, like counseling sessions, see where people are.
Yeah.
I always teach people about the results pyramid. It's something I bring to the table in my classes is everyone has, the foundation is the experiences you have. Your experiences will inform your beliefs will inform your actions will inform your results. Everybody has a different experience. Yeah. Even the individuals in my class. Some people in my class, but man, this class was the best class I've ever taken in my life. And some people, man, TAT is trash. This class sucks.
You're going to call me on my crap? How dare you?
How dare you make me cry in here?
Yeah, I'm sure all types.
Oh, all types. It's a beautiful thing, and I love it. It's something that brings me fulfillment in seeing growth in individuals who are not only better employers or employees, but better fathers, better mothers, better daughters, better sisters, better just becoming better human beings by dealing with some stuff and seeing that they're not in it by themselves, and then to have the tools to regulate, to not take things, be defensive about everything, learn how to be corrected. Yeah. That's one thing we teach. You got to learn how to be corrected.
Some of us still continually learning.
Yeah, it's an ongoing. We give them some motivation of how to be and how not to be, on your job and off your job. And what you do off your job will dictate how it is you perform on your job, How
have you seen the receptivity maybe to, it's a unique approach, not necessarily, I say that because from my experience in the area or other places I've lived, you usually have one or the other.
Yeah.
You usually have a place or a program that offers some sort of practical, technical skill set.
Yep, and then you have something.
Or you have specifically something that is trauma-informed work on you.
Separate.
And they're separate, exactly. And so when I say unique, Enrich is one of the fewer programs that I've really seen that's trying to blend it.
Yeah.
And I'm curious because both of them are kind of tall tasks.
Yeah.
How has the receptivity been with the students, with getting them through it?
It's been phenomenal. That's why we are on the platform that we are. Mm-hmm. Because working in the silos hasn't worked. Mm-hmm. You know, there's not been one person that's been in my Essential Skills class of like, I needed this. Up until they needed it.
Right.
You know, because they're like, man, I got it together. I don't need this class. And then halfway through, I needed this. Mm-hmm. I didn't know I was going through so much.
I know.
Tears. Yeah, I'm talking about there's every class, they're like, why do we have to take this class? Everybody wants to just get into the truck. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get my CDLs. Everybody wants to get into being a owner and operator of their business.
Yeah.
They always want to get to but then when they get to, you have to go through essential skills first. They're like, oh man, okay, I didn't even know I needed this.
Right.
For me to get through this, you know? That's why we blend the two. It was one of those things that you're surprised it hasn't been done prior to, you know?
Like I said, because, I mean, honestly, you usually see programs, institutes, nonprofits usually focus on one or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, not always, but it's a general kind of rule there. They either have a lot of emphasis on one or a lot of emphasis on the other because they assume having one is going to fix the other without realizing that they kind of work in tandem here.
They work in tandem. Mm-hmm. The reception has been phenomenal in our communities because it's one of those things that's been needed in the community. Mm-hmm. We've needed a direct pipeline for improvement in not just the manufacturing sectors in these different programs that we have, but in people in general.
Yeah.
You know, our whole thing is like breaking generational curses of poverty, not just financially, but of the mind.
Right.
There's so many individuals who grew up in homes and households where there's no hope, that there's, you know, my parents went through this and now I'm going through the same thing and it's just an ongoing cycle. I get so proud of seeing students who break that cycle. Yeah. Who either go into business for themselves or now they're one of the top earning and top star workers in different places, you know? Because it's one of those things that it sounds, for some, it may sound silly, like, man, people should know this already. Just because you know it doesn't mean that everyone knows it.
Well, and I would push back a little bit, just because if you think you know it, you don't.
You don't.
You know,
those are the ones that need it the most. I had people in class like that.
Right. I'm like, until you really have been put in a place of pressure or desperation or brokenness, you don't really know sometimes what's in there.
You don't know.
And I would venture to say the people that think, well, I don't need this. I mean, I think probably everybody could benefit.
You do. And the reason why it's been the reception has been so well is because it's been changing lives.
Right.
Like since we began, we have yet to do any like promotional. We have like, you know, little pamphlets, but we haven't had to do any promotion because, you know, word of mouth is way more impactful and powerful than any type of marketing that you can do. So having individuals who are recently come out of doing serious time, do a complete 180 and become better human beings. Like, what program did you go through? So now we've been, for 6-7 years now? 6-7 years. So for a while. So now we have like siblings of people who have been through the program.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. Like the ripple effect.
It's the ripple effect.
Man, testimony is always more powerful, isn't it?
I'm collecting testimonies now because we have our Essential Skills graduation coming up December 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So so the individual like, my brothers went through this and now they got their own trucks and stuff like that. Or They just became better fathers to their kids, and like hearing that type of testimony, even from the ones that get me all the time are the ones who in class may not say much. I'm like, man, are they getting what I'm saying?
Right.
That sucker don't never say nothing, and and those are the ones at the end of like, you changed my life. Like on the days I didn't want to come to class, just the things we talked about and the dialogue we had in class and your energy, it like improved everything, improved my day. A lot of students were like, can Essential Skills go through the whole program? Like, we need it.
Actually, that was a question I had because self-awareness, self-healing, self-management is far beyond a class.
It is.
And I'm curious if there is like follow-up resources you have for these students that are available, connections to kind of further some of that healing or walk or things.
We definitely do follow-ups. Excuse me. We have to follow up with our students, but we also have to wean them off. So we have a certain time frame where we do check-ins and checkups to see how they're doing. But there are individuals who we've had who seem not to be functioning well without being in class with us. I got students from my day one class who still message me every single day.
Okay.
Every day.
Which, I mean, like I said, and this is probably far beyond what Richland or what you guys are doing there. I'm just saying in general, once those healing journeys start, there's therapy, there's accountability, there's other avenues to continue that walk.
Yes,
right?
And we keep up with our students for them to come back and give their testimony to the students.
Okay.
So that's how we got to keep in touch with our students, and they'll keep in touch with us just out the blue. Hey, TAT, I just got a new position out in blah, blah, blah. Me and my family are moving out and just want to thank you. And it's just the best.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that I haven't received in any other profession. Now I can see why I used to always be like, why are teachers like, want to be teachers in education?
Now you know why your wife was right, huh?
Yeah, now I know why. When my wife said you should be in education.
There you go.
I now see, because it's rewarding to see transformations for the better.
Yeah.
And one thing that is hard is you can't save everybody.
They have to be ready for it.
Oh, they have to be ready for it. And now it's one of those things that we have essential skills orientation before they even start class.
Okay.
So before they even get going within the program, we have an orientation just to see where people are. Because if it's not your time, it's not your time right now. And that's okay.
Yeah. Now, essential skills, a requirement, though, to go through Enrich?
Yeah,
okay.
So that's the meat and potatoes. That's the foundation. That's the bread and butter of Enrich. So we have, the seizure. We have the Minority Mentor Protege Program, healthcare, CDL, education program.
And those are all kind of your career paths.
Yeah, the career paths.
That you go through for Enrich. Okay.
But essential skills is embedded in every single one of those professions. Yeah.
So it started with you. How many essential skills facilitators are there?
Right now it's 4 of us all together.
Okay.
Yeah, 4. The brand has expanded. We got T-shirts and hoodies and stuff.
Oh, I mean, you see Enrich all over this community.
Everywhere.
But everybody's like, what is Enrich? What is essential skills? Yes. I see it everywhere, but what is it?
It's one of those things that's like, it's so easy to explain that it's hard for people to comprehend. Yeah. They said, why would that class need to be? Until you get into the class, but this is why this exists.
Yeah.
And then they name everybody in their family or people they know that need to be in the class. It's because it touches on what makes us us. Like I said, that circle of courage and the results pyramids is heavy in what we do of sometimes you just don't know what you need or what's needed until you need it, until you actually have a conversation about, oh, this is what's been missing. And we're the secret sauce behind that. So, once again, you can get the technical skills, but can we give you the tools for success for you to be great and not just go through the motions? We'll have people that go through the class in it for one thing and realize, oh, I was only in it for the paycheck, but I'm really passionate about this.
Yeah.
But because I've been in Essential Skills, now I can pursue that. That's something I bring to the table. Like everything I do is what I love to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's passion first, and then the profit comes after that.
Okay.
So just teaching that has been...
Which is like full circle, I feel like, for our conversation. Because at the beginning, you were talking about really trying to be an individual. You had people that encouraged you and gave you the space to be you.
Yes.
You found a place within your community and doing the thing. And it's like, now it's kind of like full circle for you. That's serendipitous there, you know? Yeah.
That's nothing we teach in Essential Skills. It's learn what it is that brings you fulfillment and joy, your purpose. And I always tell people, your purpose is the thing that you do with the least amount of effort.
Okay.
We always overlook our purpose because we look at everybody else's thing. Like I should be doing a doctor, a lawyer, doing something. That's not what you've been called to do. What is it that you enjoy doing that comes the easiest? And then, craft that. Nurture that. And then it will sustain you. It will bring you profit for you to be able to take care of your family. I would have never thought that where I'm at now, I'll be making a living of being who I am and having what I have, doing the things that I love to do, from DJing to being an educator, facilitator, radio personality, business owner, and operator.
Well, you're just like the perfect example of like, it doesn't have to be one.
It doesn't. I stress that all the time.
Like, I mean, I think, being able to realize like, oh, I have different sides to me.
Yes.
I have different interests. I have different things that make me come alive.
Yes.
How can I connect some of those and have them there?
Yes. I tell people all the time, that's nothing that I do takes away from the things that I do. It only enhances. Like I said, just being on radio and then moving into the educational field, I already had a foundation of notoriety of people who would listen to me on their way from work or to school. So when I was able to be invited into their homes to provide resources, we already had...
You already had that rapport.
Yeah, that rapport. And then moving into DJing, I was already a connection to the radio station. And then the people who are the students be like, I seen you at the game last night. And I told my teacher is TAT from the University of Illinois, Fine Illini. Like it all benefits everything, And that's one of the things that I will say was a challenge initially because of the old guard of generation who still had the mentality of doing just the one thing.
Yeah.
And how dare you have the audacity to do all the things you like to do and make a living off of it? You son of a gun,
Yeah, you broke the mold, Tat.
You got to break the mold. That's our generation, I think, though. A lot of people will say that it's not being loyal or lazy or... Like, there's nothing lazy about us. Like we're loyal to what makes us happy, what fulfills us.
Well, I think, if you were taking a bird's eye view with, what we're talking about, I feel like within our generation, we need a why and a purpose.
Absolutely. Period.
And you'll get loyalty when you show me your authenticity and your why.
When you nurture what it is that I bring to the table.
Right.
Instead of trying to just make me a number or, when it's inauthentic, when I don't feel that belonging, that sense of belonging, when I feel like I'm tolerated and not celebrated, that's the quickest way for us to chuck up the deuces. One of the things that we also discuss is a check will not keep you nor sustain you. And this is something that we tell employers.
Yeah.
You know, if you want us to train them up, you have to be trained up as well. That these are human beings. They have lives. They have goals. They have aspirations. We can give them the tools that you're requiring, but you also have to be something else.
Right.
You know,
as we're preparing these people, then the work environment needs to reflect for sustainability as well.
For sustainability. Right? It's not just on those who are seeking employment, it's for the employers as well. And that's one of the things they can comprehend, like, but they're getting paid. Yeah, there's a lot of people getting paid. Yeah. And they could get paid somewhere else too. That's facts. They can get paid somewhere else. So what else? What is setting you up for a successful environment for your employers? Like, what are you establishing or bringing to the table besides just a paycheck? That's going to keep and sustain those individuals. You know.
Absolutely. I think it works in tandem, and you guys are doing an incredible job with the workforce side that you guys are doing in changing lives.
Thank you. I'm so proud to be a part of the Enrich program at Richland Community College. Like I said, I didn't see myself being in this, but it brings me a lot of joy and pride to be a part of something that is changing my community or improving my community for the better. Oh, yeah.
And it's a ripple effect. Because it's not just providing workforce with human beings, but you are providing families. With human beings that are healthy and whole. And that will ripple effect change our community. It
does. Like, it changes the whole trajectory for the children or even for the family members. Like I said, we get a lot of family members who now...
Think of how many children, like, man, you taught my dad how to be self-aware and manage when he gets triggered. Like, and I'm not just saying dad, even mom or anybody. I'm just think of how much that impacts in-home, the life, you know?
And that's what it's all about. Like, it's not just about getting employers ready. It's about getting people ready, you know, for life. Because we all know life be lifing. And we talk about that each and every day. We talk about how you want to get a reward for the pain that you go through and the discomfort and the sacrifice that you're making, even showing up to class. You know, so why quit in the middle? Keep going, finish something. Some people's hiccup is they'll start stuff but won't finish it.
I had a huge hiccup of that in my 20s.
Man, haven't we all in certain periods? All right.
I'm like, man, I could have used your essential skills class in a bit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here. I'm here now. But it is true. It's the family. Now it's the ripple effect of individuals who will be like, I seen my aunt go through the program. Or even neighbors. I had people like, I seen my neighbor like going up to Richland, and I was like, what are you doing? Changing my career. To change your career, like who you talk to. Like, they trying to get information so they can come up there. And another wild part about what I do as Essential Skills Facilitator is seeing individuals I went to school with who are in class now.
That would be interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah,
because we got the age range from fresh out of high school up until 60s.
Okay.
There was somebody in their 70s in our class.
Oh, it's never too late, man.
Never too late.
Never too late to change your life. Well, as we wrap up here, you had mentioned something I thought would be a great thing to land on. Information, man.
Yes.
If somebody listening is intrigued, wanting to learn more about Enrich, or has a background and has a heart around an essential skills facilitator, I don't know if you're in need, but what does that look like? Where is something that next steps,
Next steps is reaching out to Richland.
Okay.
Or you can go online, richland.edu, or just come up to Richland. I think that in person, we have a lot more people come on campus.
Okay.
In person.
So people just show up and ask about Enrich?
Yeah, people just show up and ask. I will say this, though. I have individuals who, for example, there'll be like moms or stuff who want their sons or daughters to be in the program. If you want them, bring them with you.
Oh, sure.
These be grown folks.
Yeah.
I had a mom come through and was asking about the program.
Oh, as a heart of a mom, I'm like, oh.
She was asking about the program. I was like, is this for you? And it's for my son. I'm like, how old is your son? He's 23. I said, get your son.
Oh, yeah. Mom, at least bring him with you. If you're a relative, please bring him with you.
Because we see that a lot. We have family members who want the best for their loved ones, but this is a journey for themselves. You got to want it.
Yep.
Nobody can want it for you.
Yep.
They have to want it for themselves. I've had students who you can tell that they was forced there. I had people like, man, my baby mama made me come here.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Let me say they didn't pass, all right? But you have to want it. So you can relay the information and just see if your loved one is ready to take that step. Come with them.
Yeah.
We intentionally and deliberately have a inviting, belonging setting. Like that's what we. So when you come on campus and you're asking for information, or go on the website, or call for information. That's on our Enrich Facebook page. You know, you can direct message us on there as well. You can direct message me. You can ask me. I'm easily reached.
TAT is easily reached.
Yeah, you can reach me on social media, Instagram, TikTok.
Well, I love it. I always get inspired. It's one of the reasons why we started the Sprout was to really highlight the redemption and innovation through education that they're really bringing in our community. Thank you. Thank you. But I mean, it's just so true, honestly. And the ripple effect of what you guys are doing does change lives.
Yes. And
I really appreciate it.
And I got to thank Reverend Courtney Carson. Like this is his brainchild. So when it was just me and him, like just to see the growth for us.
Yeah.
Like, when I first started, his office was literally like in a closet when we first started. Now his office is big and it's nice. And now we got all these employees and we've changed thousands of lives for the better. So yeah, it's just big shout out to Rev. Yeah.
Big shout out to Rev. Thank you, Rev. Courtney, for changing our community.
Changing our community and being what it is that he deemed that he needed.
And may we all learn how to do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's turn our passions into our profession.
That's right. Well, thanks for coming on the show. As always,
thank you
lovely
for having
conversation,
me.
Man.
This studio is nice. Look at that sign. That's a nice sign. Yeah.